the Chilliwack String Quartet for serenading us with music before the beginning of the ceremony. We have a fairly short program tonight so that you can enjoy the library and the refreshments afterwards. I'd like to begin by introducing Pitt Meadows Mayor Deb Walters.
Thank you, Connie. Good evening. It is my honor to be here with all of you this evening to celebrate the opening of our brand new library facility. I would like to recognize that we are on the traditional territory of Katzie First Nations. Unfortunately, Chief Jay Bailey couldn't be with us this evening, but he does send his regrets and best wishes. It is my honor to sit on council with some exceptional people who care immensely for the citizens of this community. Please allow me to introduce my fellow colleagues, Councillor Gwen O'Connell, Janis Elkerton, David Murray, Bruce Bell, and our library liaison, Doug Bing. I would also like to introduce our CAO, Mr. Jake Rudolph. Oh, way at the back. And on behalf of Council, I would like to acknowledge our MLAs, Michael Sather, and visiting MLA, Marc. Our good neighbors and friends from Maple Ridge, Councillors Cheryl Ashley, Elle Hogarth, and Krista Bell. And Mike Morden. Oh, she missed me. Also, school trustees, Chair Mike Murray, Kathy Marshall, and Eleanor Powlis. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. I would also like to introduce Fraser Valley Regional Library reps, Grant Ward, Rob O'Brennan, and Rita Penco, who will be addressing all of you in just a few moments. I would also like to welcome our Citizen of the Year, Miss Shirley Murphy. I don't know if she's arrived yet, but if you're here, maybe give a wave. No? And Miss Pitt Meadows, Rose Smythe. This beautiful facility is a perfect addition to the vision, our vision. It supports the small town feel of Pitt Meadows while providing urban amenities to our residents. Located in the heart of our community, this library was built with comfort in mind. The fireplace lounge, window seating all around, the cozy children area that will host many story times, and the youth area with graduating seating that allows youth to lounge and spend time together. Over time, libraries have evolved. People now use libraries to gather and connect with one another, to learn, research, and share, and of course read. A project of this magnitude would not have been possible without valuable partners who understand our vision and helped us to achieve it. TRB Architecture and RG Properties have worked with us to honor the unique culture of Pitt Meadows and create a space that our residents can be proud of. We've had a successful relationship with RG Properties throughout the years, and I would like to acknowledge their role in making this building, this library, a possibility for Pitt Meadows residents to enjoy for many years to come. Thank you to them. I would also like to acknowledge Mr. David Leung, Managing Director of ASO Properties and partner to RG Properties. Mr. Leung. Mr. Leung is here on behalf of Dr. Helmut Soman. Dr. Soman has kindly donated a collection of books, including a book on photographs of Hong Kong, produced by the Photographic Heritage Foundation, along with a generous financial donation to our library. Mr. Leung, thank you, and please convey our gratitude to Dr. Soman. Our library staff deserves huge recognition and appreciation for breathing life into a building and making this new facility a living, welcoming space. Thank you, Caro, Kennedy, and the Pitt Meadows Library staff for the many hours of work that went into the move and for adapting to new processes and operations that go along with growth and change. We look forward to many wonderful programs and activities for people of all ages in our library. Lastly, on behalf of Council, thank each of you for joining us this evening to celebrate the growth of our community and the opening of the new Pitt Meadows Library. We hope you enjoy it and visit often. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Walters. Next to speak will be the Chair of the Fraser Valley Regional Library Board of Directors, Mr. Grant Ward.
Thank you very much. It's indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here. It's the building and being on the second floor is just blowing my mind away. What a beautiful library you have now got. This is marvelous. Certainly, I would like to recognize some of the Fraser Valley Regional Library Board members who are here. Although Doug has already been recognized, but he is a director of, Councillor Doug Bing is a director on our board. And as his alternate is David Murray, Councillor David Murray. So thank you very both for coming. There's two others that I'm aware of that are here today, and I'd like to recognize Gail Martin from Metro Vancouver, although she lives in Langley City. Thank you for coming, Gail. And Carissa Bell from Maple Ridge, your neighboring, and she's right over here. Put your hand up and take them. Thank you. I don't know if I missed anybody, but if they're here, I apologize. Please put up your hand if you, I'll recognize you now. The Fraser Valley Regional Library is a family corporation, and we have 15 municipalities. And these 15 municipalities range from Delta through White Rock, Surrey, Langley City, not Surrey, but on this side of Surrey, but certainly Langley City, Township of Langley, and we go further on all the way up to the valley, and we don't want to miss anyone, but I don't want to say them all in case I do. But at any rate, so 15 municipalities, we have 26 branches, and I can honestly say right now at first blush, this is the newest and most exciting of all the branches to date, because you're brand new, and thank you, Maple Ridge, for doing what you're doing to bring your... I did that on purpose.
Funny, eh?
I would like to give a bit of history to where we are, in addition to what I've just said. The Pitt Meadows Women's Institute established the first library in Pitt Meadows in 1912, 100 years ago. This service, am I correct or no? I am, okay. I want to make sure we can carry on. This service continued in the community until 1930, when the Carnegie Demonstration Library was founded, and the Pitt Meadows became part of the rural experiment by the Carnegie Corporation of New York in the Fraser Valley. The first FVRL mobile book, or mobile, rolled out in Pitt Meadows on February 6, 1931. When the funding of this experiment was exhausted and the Fraser Valley Library Union became a governing body, a deposit station was established, and it was housed in the Pitt Meadows Hall. And it was just located on Harris Road. This deposit station was open twice a week until the return of the bookmobile in 1955. At this time, there was a change in the governance of the library, and a board was established as a representation from member municipalities. The demand for service increased, and in December 1971, the first official library was opened its doors to the public. This building was a converted house, and it also housed a barber shop. In 1975, the children's room was added, and in 1978, the barbershop made room for additional library space. This expansion brought new services to the facility, and over time, the community outgrew this facility as well. The bookmobile continued to call in at Pitt Meadows to complement the library service. Growth continued in the community, and soon it was planning for an even larger library. On October 29, 1988, Pitt Meadows saw the doors of a brand new 7,500 square foot, purposely built library open. Much of the funding for this library came from the Provincial Expo Legacy Fund. Fast forward 24 years and light years in new technology, and we arrive on the doorsteps of yet another new library in Pitt Meadows. The doors opened to this 12,000 square foot library to the public yesterday, February the 20, on the February 29th, I understand. The development and advances of technology and library services are evident in the design of this library. It is located on this beautiful second floor at the corner of Harris and Ford Roads. The design of this library has moved away from tradition and has truly embraced the idea of being the third place to be in Pitt Meadows. This is where our citizens come to relax, visit, study, borrow books, DVDs, and all manner of other items, including programs. The library is spacious, featuring natural light with designated reading areas of all ages. Several pieces of art grace the walls to mitigate the institutional look and feeling. This new library is a testament to the commitment of Pitt Meadows Council, city staff, and the citizens supporting and promoting the cultural legacy and literacy. We can repeat what was said at the opening of the library in 1988, quote, "The arsenal of a true democracy is indeed found in its libraries. Then Pitt Meadows has all the latest weaponry that $1 million can buy," unquote. Congratulations to all those who participated in this effort. You've got a beautiful library. Thank you very much for inviting myself and my wife here to be part of your celebrations tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Grant. Next to speak will be the Chief Executive Officer of Fraser Valley Regional Library, Mr. Rob O'Brennan.
Good evening, everyone. My board chair, Grant Ward, said it all, so I'm leaving. Oh, sorry. No, I'd really like to congratulate Pitt Meadows, Mayor Walters, and her city for building this fantastic facility. Grant sort of touched on it. It is technologically really advanced as far as libraries go. It's our newest, bestest library. It's actually a 21st century library. Everything about it's wonderful. And I think it's going to serve the residents of Pitt Meadows well into the future. It's just a great place. I'd also like to thank Caro and Sandy for all their hard work in getting the library set up. I watched it happen bit by bit, and I think they've done an excellent job. So thank you very much, and enjoy your evening, and thank you for inviting me. It's just great. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. And next up will be the Director of Client Services for Fraser Valley Regional Library, Rita Penco.
Thank you, everyone. What an exciting day. 100 years later, here we are today. Mayor Walters, I really do thank you and Council for this commitment and support of libraries in your community. This is obvious from the space that we're occupying right now, that libraries matter to our mayor and our council, and to our citizens here in Pitt Meadows.